Obodo kenenu Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Ọhamadike. Ka anyị kenebenu Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Ọhamadike. Ọhamadike Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Ọhamadike. Ike agwụgo ndị ilo ihe, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Ọhamadike.
It's all about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So it's good to have you here. We have a special guest in the studio today. Ifeanyi Enweisi. All right. There's been a clarion call. You know, everybody who is an Igbo person and a lover of Igbo people, but not just a lover of Igbo people. If you're a lover of, if you're love, that shows you I'm a really Igbo man. If you're a lover of freedom, then you have to be interested in what is going on. Now, I'm not going to waste your time because our guest today is very, very busy. In fact, he's supposed to be in another meeting right now. But because of how important this is, I had to beg him to come and be with us. So without wasting time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring our guest on today's program, the person of Chief Dr. Sylvester Onya. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Chidi. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
It's a pleasure being here with you once again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I'm worried. I don't know. I'm looking at you. You're looking younger. What is happening?
We thank God for everything.
Yeah,
going to the gym and staying young.
You're looking good, man.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. So, we're gonna get down to business, okay? You are the boss of AVID, and AVID stands for American Veterans of Igbo Descent. That is to say that members of AVID are men and women who have served in various forces of the United States of America. So just tell us a little background about AVID and what AVID is all about.
Well, thank you. AVID is a paramilitary organization that comprises our people, Igbo people, that have served the strongest and the best military in the whole wide world, the United States military. And we still have people that are in active duty. We have retired folks. So it comprises of all that, both reserve, vest, and the rest of it. Air Force, Marines, Army, Navy, name it. They're all in there. Those are our members. honorable
Awesome.
discharged people, and people that are still active.
Good. So why AVID? Why did you guys decide
American
to
military veterans of Igbo descent.
yes. So
So
why did you people form it? Because you're retired, you should be enjoying yourself. America has a way of
well,
treating people who have served them honorably. Very good. Why AVID?
well, if you go to our website, I spelled out the reason why we have to be in existence. A whole lot of things is going on. As you recall, we have fought a war, genocidal war, 6770. British government helped try to exterminate everybody from the Igbo land. There's so many reasons why we have to be in existence. And still today, we're still fighting war. Our brother Mazen Namdekanu is caged and held down, which I keep telling people, it is all the Igbos that is being held down. So we wouldn't want anything that happened in the 67 to happen again. But if we continue to beg and beg and beg, one day you push somebody to the wall. And the world will be us witness that we love peace more than any other person in this whole wide world, the boss in particular.
All right.
But
That's
we're on the watch out.
okay.
We are pleading, and I have said it times without number, that nothing should ever happen to my brother Namdekan.
Yeah, I was coming to that now. So what is the thing on the front burner right now is the move and the push by a lot of people, spearheaded by Omoyele Sowore, for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tell me your take on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. What is your, because I know you've been very close. I saw you in
Yes.
photographs with him. So I think you should know. Tell me what you think about that.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me remind our viewers and everybody that the October 20th protest is in order. I have thanked Sowore for doing that. You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is dead, according to the defense team. The Global Defense Consortium of MNK has made it very, very powerful assertion through able barrister Jude Njoko. He pointed out to the doctrine of finality. I will expatiate on that because the Supreme Court judgment on Madukuku versus Nkemdelem, 1962, you will find out that once jurisdiction collapses, as was in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu versus Federal Government of Nigeria, 2022, the whole case dies instantly. Another case worth of mentioning is that of a landmark Supreme Court case law in Abacha versus the state, 202. Once again, they reiterate that once an appellate court discharges a man on jurisdictional grounds, no other court can touch it. Again, not even the Supreme Court. Suddenly, not many lawyers and judges know about this in Nigeria. They ignorantly think a Supreme Court automatically assumes jurisdiction over a dead case, which is not the case. Criminal law jurisprudence is not the same as civil cases. It is known as the doctrine of finality. This is what we're facing in Nnamdi Kanu's case. It is legal granite. When the Court of Appeal discharged Kanu on 13th October 2022, that should have been it, final. The man should have gone home and enjoy his freedom. That was the end of this case. So we shouldn't be where we are today. But that's not what happened here. Now, trying to retry Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is double jeopardy in every sense of peace. That's what it is, double jeopardy. And it's only done because he's an Igbo man. And we all Igbos stood and watched this happen. And still, they have not learned their lessons to let this man go. Double jeopardy. We all know that. It's very simple English. Trying to try somebody twice. Again, this is principle of double jeopardy, and nowhere in the world that this type of thing is allowed. On my findings, when I was there, I discussed with him section 36 sub 9 of the 1999 Constitution stated that once a person has been tried and discharged, he can't be tried again for the same offense. Period. No if or but about it. The Nigerian Supreme Court is not above the Constitution. Actually, the Constitution is above the Supreme Court. A retrial in any form of MNK is not just illegal, it is criminal contempt of the Constitution itself. We should all know this. Okay, let's look into the repealed law on its own. The terrorism trial is based on a Terrorism Prevention Act of 2013. This needs to be emphasized because that law has been repealed, which means that law shouldn't have been in place now, playing as we see it doing. So that is why they filed no case to be submitted, because he doesn't have anything to answer. I'm hoping that come tomorrow, that the judge will have enough sense to let my brother go. Let Nnamdi Kanu go, so that everybody will live in peace. But let them keep trying, pushing their luck. Let them keep getting orders from Britain. They're shifting the goalposts each minute and each time they have. Some young kids, 36, 38 years old, telling old folks what to do in Nigeria. Nigeria is of age to know they are grown to make their own decisions. Not Britain telling them what to do, how to suppress the Igbos, hold them down, hold us on our neck, like we're never going to get up. As we are not able to kill Igbos off in the 70s, they cannot kill the children of God. That they should know as of today, and start making amends. And that goes for the Fulani elites too. That things that they would be doing whatever Britain had hired them to be doing to indigenous people of Nigeria. Everybody needs to wake up. So let me get back to that repeal law. The Prevention Act of 2013 was repealed. Dead law, dead case. The Terrorism Prevention Act of 2013 was repealed in 2022. That law is dead. You can't use a dead law to judge a living man, as quoted by Barrister Jude Njoku again. He put it in the media. I would just want to reintegrate on that. People will know that Nnamdi Kanu is being judged with a repealed law. And they know it, and the lawyers know it. To me, I see all this as provocation to the Igbos. They want to provoke us. We don't want to. I've said this so many times, but there's a way things would have to change at the appropriate time. I'm not giving anybody any threat, but I'm just telling people to get where the heart of common sense and do what is just. Don't do unto others what you would want them to do to you. An Igbo man is not a third-class citizen or second-class citizen, and we refuse to be treated and taken for ride for so long a time. I'll come back to tell you who I hold responsible and who I'm blaming to all this, our so-called Igbo nonchalant leaders. I have a beef with all of them, with the exception of very few. The Igbos are getting pushed to the wall, and our leaders need to take note of what this means. It is time the British government explain to the Igbos what our sins are to them. If need be, we can apologize. But if not, they need to leave us alone and stop their grand manipulations of the largest ethnic group of people in Nigeria. The Igbos are the largest ethnic group spread all over the world, but we are being taken for granted. The Igbos are the ones developing Nigeria. That is why you see our enterprises or businesses spread across the borders of Nigeria. What do we get in return? Exemption of everything. Railroad, nope. Airport, no. Seaport, no. It will come a day that people will be held accountable and will stand tall as men and women that we are, children of God, and take what is possessively ours without no apologies, without begging nobody. All I'm asking is fairness, equity, and justice. Nothing more. We don't want anything that didn't belong to us. We have the largest gas reserve in Igbo land. Every manipulation Britain and all the cohorts are doing, they are puppets. They fear that we don't know it. Why we are very intelligent to know what they're doing to us. That will come a day for people to answer for their actions. By the way, Biafra existed before Nigeria. Let us tell ourselves the truth for once. Let us look into how the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, was brought into Nigeria. According to Attorney Aloy Ejimako, who coined the extraordinary rendition concept, Nnamdi Kanu was abducted from Kenya, not extradited. Kenya never approved his rendition. We all know that. There's a judgment out there that tells us that they're very sorry for what they did, for what who did to our people, taking money from Buhari. It is a double criminality. You cannot gain from a crime you committed as Nigeria is pretending to do as directed by their slave master, Britain. I've said it over and over that they are
Yeah, sorry, I'm cutting you in, Chief. I mean, I've heard you seem to be prepared. You actually wrote things down.
and you
But
can
keep
tell I'm
repeating.
angry.
Yeah, I know.
You
You
can
you
tell
keep.
I'm very upset.
I know. You don't want to. I see that you don't want to say things that are out of point. So you wanted to be guided to not get emotional with what you're saying. But you keep repeating Britain, Britain, and I'm kind of interested. Why do you keep saying that Britain
Well,
is
the reason why I'm
responsible?
saying it is that a whole lot of our educated people and even the common masses don't know where our problem is originates from and where our current problem resides. They hide. They use the Fulanis to do the mayhem they're doing to us. They are our problems. They're the ones select our leaders. What do you go to Chatham House to do? They are our problem, big time problem, and they know it. The earlier we wake up to know that these people still colonize Nigeria, the better we will become. Nigeria is not a free country. We are colonized. That's why so many agitations.
All right. So let's talk about the political class. I know that a lot of people have forgotten because of the way, right from when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and he started his case, he was no longer speaking, and a lot of things went wrong in his camp with IPOB, ESN, and all kinds of things started happening. And a lot of people now focus on the things that are happening right now, and everybody forgot totally that Nnamdi Kanu at the time was having meeting. He held a meeting. In fact, before the formation of ESN, he held a meeting with the governors. And
That's right.
they came out of that meeting, and the next thing they proscribed IPOB. A lot of people have forgotten all that story. But looking at the political leaders, the governors, the senators, members of House of Reps, because even Shore, in his call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was indicting these political leaders in the Southeast. What do you have to say about all these political leaders, the governors, some of them? What do you have to say about them?
One of these days, the masses will hold them accountable. We will all get up and hold them accountable for what they are doing. I've said it in the past, no sin goes unpunished. No sin goes unpunished. The only thing those our governors, political leaders need to do is to do the right thing. The right thing is what? Take care of our people. Just like their counterparts in the North does. If our leaders, after having that meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, took those demands to Buhari, we wouldn't be in this mess today. And force him to do it, because all he was asking for fairness and equity. Second Niger Bridge, this that we need, seaport, airport. But instead, they were looking at 2023 Igbo presidency. Are you doing Igbo presidency when you have not settled the scores that you have with Britain to find out exactly what is it that we have done to these people that they so much hate the Igbo man, that they teach their children to continue to hate this race? And when we have our own children, we don't teach them anything hatred for anybody. That is why we have a 4-year-old, after 4 years in college, our kids will be going to London to do their masters. When they get there, they meet the doom of their life. So it is our political ignorant leaders that keep messing all of us up. Both the past and the present. Stand for yours for once. Stop over compromising. That is what is going on. And believe it or not, most of them headband that Nnamdi Kanu is not going to be out, but he will be out. Or we'll come after all of them. How many of them are there? 6 or 7? We'll come after all of them. If they are doing the rightful thing, they wouldn't be worried about one individual. They are so scared and so worried about this man that some of them will take the money meant for their state to be bribing kids, people that are from other ethnicities. Don't give access so that nobody will go and see the president. And I don't mind calling names, but let them not take things for granted, because there will come a day that will come after all of them. And it's not a threat. It's just something that's bound to happen at the appropriate time. Clean up your house. Treat our people like their people. Make sure the insecurity is gone. Don't create insecurities and tag it on somebody. Before Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, like they did, we didn't have insecurities in the Southeast. Like you rightfully mentioned, they invented it.
Exactly.
And they're making money off of it today, thinking that the masses are stupid. We are not.
Sorry, sir. Let me just interject. I was talking with somebody, and the person kept saying, Chidi, Nnamdi Kanu decimated the Southeast and all that. And I was asking them, before the formation of ESN, what was the situation in the Southeast? I know there's a security challenge now, but what was it before then? Why? And if the formation of ESN was not a right move, why were the governors setting up their own? Why did they set up Amoteku if everything was okay? Why did they think of setting up a Bubago? It was not set up against Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, or ESN. It was set up to check insecurity. So, I just wanted to throw that one out there. And a lot of the governors are defecting now. We see that even my governor Mba, has defected to APC. A lot of other governors, their body language is showing that they also want to defect to APC. We have to touch all this, because the politics of the region affects the people, whether you believe in the politics or not. So I want you to comment on Governor Mba's defection to APC?
That was a very wise thing for him to do. As a matter of fact, Nigeria is a one-party system now, and I commend President Tinubu for that. Maybe he should go ahead and create an emperor and be like the guy from Cameroon.
You shocked me now. I was wondering, where are you going? Now
that's what he should do. That's what President Tinubu needs to do: rule Nigeria forever, because that's what the country deserves. So, Mba did the rightful thing. He can't be alone, just like Udokoye said yesterday. A man I have much respect for. So the man have to join the wagon. By the way, PDP, APC, what's the difference? They're the same. So
thing.
you need to be with the club members so that they will not discriminate against him, so that they don't plan to how to remove him out of the office. He's doing a fantastic job in Enugu, but he still needs to pay attention to security of the Enugu people.
So you don't have anything against him?
I don't have any problem with him being with any party. But the party is not the issue. The issue is, what are you doing for your people? Look at Otis. He could be in any party and still doing work for Abia people. So let them take care of, forget the party. It will even be better if all of them is in the same party.
Okay.
One party system. So there wouldn't be any person opposing anything. That is why I said Tinubu need to continue for the next 15 years or forever. That's what he need to do. And he will get the vote to stay there.
Anyway, that's your opinion. I strongly disagree with all of them, but you are my guest, and that's your opinion.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, you know.
No, I understand.
We're not a serious country, you know that. So
I understand. I understand your sarcasm. So security in the Southeast, from a security professional's perspective, what do you think about security in the Southeast? Because you see that people are forming different things and you don't even know who is who anymore. Everybody goes and administers their own style of justice whenever they feel like, upon whoever they feel like. There are so many victims. Like if somebody's quarreling with somebody, they can just go and organize the local vigilante and take that person out, or move that person out of their way. So what do you think of the security architecture?
The ESN, which AVID endorsed, was a vigilante group that went after the herdsmen that could not allow our mothers to go to the farm. The Fulani didn't take it well. Before you know it, they want to turn it into something else. That's basically what the ESN did. Chase these guys out from our farmland. Ebubagu, for what purpose? Who did you form Ebubagu for? Personal security company for Hopu Zarema to kill our youths? I don't see any of again that he formed. Actually, I think that Ebubagu was floated by late Buhari. So it wasn't for any good. That's how all this thing started. Before you know it, Asari was contracted, which he admitted that he killed Igbos, and we haven't questioned him on that. That will be a day that everything anybody did for the Igbos will be accounted for. We have gotten so advanced that this is not 1967-70. That we don't say or do anything doesn't mean we don't have record of what needs to be done and bring people to account, to the book. Let's solve one problem first.
All right.
We'll come
now,
to
let me.
issues.
Thank you. Let me come back to the protest. I know you have to go. 20th of October, which is next week, Monday, Shore has challenged everybody who believes in justice to come and march for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a symbolic gesture to say that they are tired of all the injustice that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has faced, and by extension, Igbo people. Now, a lot of people have said, oh, they don't trust Shore. Why is he calling it right now? It's for political reasons. I know you talked about it before, but let's talk about that protest. And also, is there anyone that is happening in the US of A?
Yes, I commend Comrade Shore for doing that. Anybody can think whatever they want to think. The man have run for position to be the president of Nigeria. He remembers friends, and he doesn't like injustice. So I commend him, and I would encourage all of our people to be there and show solidarity for the release of unconditional release of Mazina and Kanu. It's quite overdue. Anyway, hopefully the government will do the needful and the right thing at this time. But if they don't, we will organize and have some kind of awareness, maybe on the 31st in the United States, in the Capitol Hall. We have done the Magnitsky Act. We know that the masses are the ones suffering. We'll go after the big people, as you would think, the ones that think they're untouchable. We'll go after them. But to make peace and to let peace prevail, release Mazen Kanu. Then nobody would be doing anything. We'll be thinking about how to build a nation. But if they decide that this anarchy and unproductivity is the way of life, most of them travel outside Nigeria and see how other nations function. Why would ours be different? So let's do the march on the 20th if there's a need for. Hopefully tomorrow all this might end and there wouldn't be any need for that.
Why do you keep saying hopefully tomorrow? What is happening tomorrow?
The judge is having them. I think there's a court date tomorrow. So he might decide to say, you know what, enough of this nonsense. He can interpret the law the way it's supposed to, and let the man go. After all, he has been discharged, and they're acquitted. So there's no need holding a man that's already won on all these cases. For what? What are you holding him for?
Okay. Finally, there's this video I saw online.
The letter of this petition. Thank you very much.
Can you see it?
Okay, the one for Magnitsky Act.
So what were you guys doing there?
Okay, we filed petitions against some judges that did one thing or the other wrong in the case of our leader Mazen Kanu. So what that means is that if the president of US, he have the authority and the right, he can place embargoes on them. He can do whatever he wants to do with that particular case. And this, he's already on his desk. Okay. Whenever he gets to it and decide to take action, they will know. Then we have more lists that will go for the our leaders, in particular, the ones that are not doing what they're supposed to do for our people in the Southeast. So there's so many ways to skin a rat. All we ask for people to do, you have been elected or selected to be governor, put your people first. Take care of the roads. Do what you're supposed to do for your people, and nobody will even be worried about what you are doing. But where you don't want to do those things and think that people in diaspora don't have any common sense to fight for their rights, we will explain to you that we do.
All right.
That's what the Magnitsky Act is all about.
All right. Thank you so much, Chief Sylvester Onya of American Veterans of Igbo Descent, AVID. You've been consistent. One thing I like about you and your group, that I know a lot of advocacy groups that have come up and they claim they are doing something for the Igbos, and they fizzle away. You guys have been on now for how many years? You've been on now for a long time, and you're still going strong. And how long have you guys been?
Freedom has been, we fought for freedom. We know the value of freedom, and we don't play with freedom and fairness. That's what we stand for. And AVID will continue. We are not going anywhere. We
How
will
many years?
support.
How many years has Avid been?
It's been quite a while, but we
Yeah.
pick up on Igbo issues.
Okay.
Igbo
Okay.
issues. Somebody have to stand up for their people. And we're
All right.
not owing anybody any apologies. AVID will always stand up for Igbo people,
All right.
no matter
Thank you.
what.
Thank
That
you
is
so
we
much.
want our people to be of good conscience.
Thank
And
you
thank
very
you
much.
so much for squeezing me in, and continue doing the great job you're doing. And may God continue to bless everybody, every one of us, the Igbo people, America, Nigeria, and Biafra. God bless you all.
Thank you
Thank
very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys. That was Chifonia of Avid, and I was trying to say that he's been on this for a very long time. I right from when I got to know them. They've been doing so well. Now, on the 20th, I don't see any reason why you will not come out. Shore is leading this protest. There's a lot of controversy around it. It doesn't matter what you think about Shore, you must agree. That is one thing everybody must agree, that there is injustice in Nigeria. So, even if not because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come out because of the injustice that you have seen being meted out on somebody. Besides, that day is the commemoration of NSAS, 20th of October. Don't forget, that was the day that remarkable, indelible incident happened with the NSAS protesters. So 20th of October is NSAS remembrance. So it is just coincidence. It looks like coincidence. I don't know that on the same day we're coming out to protest for against injustice to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So please come and join the protest. Here in Toronto, we're having a protest we're going to start from Queen's Park, and then we're going to end up at the city hall. You know, everybody is gearing up. Arrangements and preparations are in top gear. We also have protest at Ottawa on the same day, the 20th. We're going to be in Ottawa. So that's an opportunity. If you're living in that axis, please join them. They will all be by 9 o'clock. And also in New York City, there's going to be a protest in at the Nigerian House in New York. Please, everybody, join in and let us make a statement. All of you that I see on Twitter Space, that you keep just saying things that are unfathomable, things that don't even make sense. All of you, I think you should have a change of mind. I'm going to pick this call. Let me see if it's somebody calling into the program. And if it is, hello, hello. Okay. I thought it was someone calling into the program. Now, if you want to be part of the program, right? If you want to be part of the program, I'm going to put a link. I put the link when we did the advert, but I don't know these days. I discovered that people are too shy to come and speak. I know it is also because people are preserving their lives. They don't want to get into trouble. I can understand depending on where you are. But still, we can't run away from speaking the truth. Do you understand? You have to be able to speak the truth no matter what it brings to you. If you're preserving your life and because of that you don't speak the truth, you're setting yourself up for a bigger failure. So let's be able to come out and speak. There is a link in the comment section. If you click on that link, you can come into the studio and give your own opinion. That's why we make this a live interactive session so that people can come and give their own opinion. I know I used to do this, but then we get caught up in doing so many other things in the background. You know, it takes a lot to run an organization that is fighting against injustice. You know, anytime you start fighting corruption, injustice, they fight back. And so they are not stopping, and we're not stopping. So when you don't see me come out to do streaming like I used to, just know that we are attending to so many other things. It's not only activism, even life sometimes happens. So we're doing all that at the same time. So if, like I said, you want to give an opinion, you want to come into the studio, please click on the link. I will accept you and you get a chance to say something. Okay. What do you want to say? Do you think Shore, okay, let me put a number that you can also call. Do you think Shore made the right move by calling for this protest? Do you think it's ill planned? 647-989-2837. That is the number to call just in case you want to call. I'm going to go to TikTok also and see the people there and, try to relate with them. I know a lot of people are on TikTok these days, but we just wanted to come to YouTube and do this with a lot of you that are on YouTube. We are also streaming simultaneously on X, and some other people are restreaming this video, which is really nice. That's what we want. We want to get it out there to as many people as possible. If you are confused about Namdi Kanu, confused about Shore, confused about the protest, just call this number and challenge me. Well, I'll explain things to you. Okay, either you make your comment or you challenge whatever is out there. Come with your facts too. I love that. I like a good debate. I like a good challenge. But I hate it when you just talk because people are talking. No basis, no arguments. No, that's foolishness as far as I'm concerned. But even that foolishness, I can live with it. I can tolerate it, especially because of this project. Remember that Igbo plug, thank you so much for reposting this stream. Remember that okay, I forgot my line of thought, but you are welcome to give your opinion here, and that's it. Every idea, no idea is foolish, none is stupid. Just express yourself, and you don't have to like me. I don't have to like you, but express yourself. It makes for a better world if we can say what we have in our minds and the other person says what they have in their mind. If you feel offended, you tell the person you're offended. If you feel they are the ones offending you, you ask them to stop offending you. And the most I'm learning these days is to actually walk away from trouble. No, there are people that just like problems. There's a gathering where you'll be to be toxic. You don't know that being toxic can give you cancer. So I'll rather just move away from that problem than stay there and let something cancerous latch on me. It's not happening. I'll go and pack you in my head. Nothing is that important. Okay. That one was free lecture, but truly, 10th of October, that is what our focus is. Let's come out and let the government understand that we are tired of them holding Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, in the absence of any other thing, just remember if you're living in Toronto, we are meeting at the Parliament at Queen's Park. Queen's Park. That's the office of the the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, and we are also meeting at Ottawa at the Nigerian embassy. From there, we're going to march to different other embassies, the US, the UK, and then we'll go to the Parliament building and submit a letter that will be given to the to the Prime Minister. Okay, I see a bold comrade here who has saved all the people that are not able to speak. And it's my, okay, no wonder it's bold, it's my namesake, Chidi.
Doctor,
How are you?
I'm good. I greet you.
I greet you, my brother. What do you want to say? What do you want to tell us? Talk to us.
Uh, First of all, I want to thank you for what you do, giving us the opportunity to lend our voices to matters of national concern. So, going straight to this case of Nnamdi Kanu, I just want to give my 50 cents, or is it my 5 cents? How did this? I just want to give my 2 cents, whatever, my opinion about the matter. So, we are practicing a democracy in Nigeria,
Sure.
and our democracy shouldn't be seen to be a charade.
Mm.
Nnamdi Kanu, whatever he's doing, falls within the ambit of the law. So, and personally, I'm not a member of IPOB, even if I'm of the Igbo ethnic group. I'm not a member of IPOB. That being said, I think that his continued incarceration is unjust. I don't understand. Like the former man, the former guest you had said, you can't be tried twice for a matter. If the court has acquitted you, why are you still being held? I remember the time, is it the Supreme Court?
Yeah.
The Supreme Court acquitted him.
Sure.
How can the Supreme Court acquit you and the person is still being held? I remember then the Attorney General of the Federation, he was almost crying blood. Like, how could they acquit this guy? I mean, I don't know if I should mention his name, the former Attorney General of the Federation. Am I allowed to mention
it? He's a civil servant. He was a civil servant then, so they are not breaking any rules by mentioning
Malami, the Malami guy.
Yeah, of course now.
You know, he was the first to celebrate the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching. Those kind of actions are the things that make people have some question about the last administration. At a point, people got very offended. This is not military rule, you know. And the former administrator, remember that the president then, he's now late, he did a similar thing when he was military president. And then he came under democracy. A similar thing happened again.
I mean, people don't change now. People never change. They remain the same. I have someone backstage. What, Chidi? Hold on. I have someone backstage. Sorry, please. If you're gonna come, it's always good to turn on your camera so people can see. But if you're not able to turn on your camera, that's fine. But if you're able to turn on your camera, it makes it so that people will know that you're credible. But I know some people may not have a good lighting, and it's dark in some places. We understand. Go ahead, Chidi.
Yeah, so when he became a democratic president, the same thing. Those are part of the things I had against the former administration. Like, come on, this is a democracy. So Nnamdi Kanu has stayed too long in detention. You know, it's almost like he's becoming a prisoner of conscience.
That's what it is.
Now, our current president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I see him as a more liberal person. You know, people have just been granted presidential pardon. You know, this is a man that I think is more, like, how would I put it? Like, he's more down to earth. I want him to extend that same gesture to Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is our citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow we look at it,
Mm-hmm.
Nnamdi Kanu can be tamed the way we like it. He's our son. He's our citizen.
Mm.
He's a Nigerian. We have elders. Nnamdi Kanu can be integrated into the developmental strides of our nation. Nnamdi Kanu is not an enemy. You know.
So the question I was going to ask you is, because a lot of people are actually afraid that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, it's going to be chaotic. There will be insecurity. There will be trouble. So hold him there. What do you have? Paint a scenario. What do you think will be the case when Nnamdi Kanu is released? If he's released right now, what do you think would happen? Do you think there will be chaos?
On the contrary, what you're saying, the contrary is what is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
There will be more peace. There will be cohesion. There will be sense of belonging. There will be sense of justice. Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have gun. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have any gun anywhere.
I know.
You understand me, doctor?
I know.
So, like I said, I'm not a member of IPOB. I'm Igbo, but I'm not a member of IPOB.
I know.
But people have a right to express themselves. Like I said, he can be tamed. He's our son. He's our citizen. And we have elders all over the place. I can tell him, nah, they are not looking at let's do it like this, let's do it like that, in the interest of our nation. And I know Nnamdi Kanu as somebody who respects elders. I've seen him several times kneeling before elders to receive counsel, to receive blessings. Nnamdi Kanu is not a threat. So please, I'm urging the present government, headed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to extend mercy, pardon, whatever, just to release him. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything. He has not been convicted. He's not a criminal. You understand? So even when I say pardon, I don't know. Just I don't have another word to use.
That's why I know. What you see, people have a proverb that you first go and rescue the chicken from the kite before you start discussing what the chicken go out there to do. So I know what you're doing. You're being an advocate and you're saying, if we have to beg you, let's beg you. If we have to plead with you, let's plead with you. If that's what you want, just take it and let him go. Because if you go beyond that, it would almost look like there's really no excuse to be begging somebody to give you your fundamental human right. And we keep saying it. The problem is not whether they are trying him. Let them try. Everybody has their day in court now. Try the person and convict the person. The reason why they don't want to try him and convict him is once you pronounce what your conviction is, if it has loopholes, the lawyers will puncture it and it won't stand ground and it'll be thrown away and the client will go free. So because they don't have a case, they are running around trying to prevent the thing and all that. Anyway, Chidi, I know you're coming to Parliament Hall on the 20th. You know, I know you'll be there. So let us go and prepare.
Dr.
Come
Chidi,
there.
you know that
You live far away now.
you have always how would I put it? Like I said, you brought out the politics in me or whatever, the aluta, whatever they call it.
I told you, I radicalize you.
I used to just live my quiet life. Whatever I have in my mind, I keep it to myself. But you have provided the platform for me to be able to express myself too. You know, I want to also commend Comrade Omoyele Sowore.
Yeah.
Sowore is one of a kind.
Yeah, so...
It's just like looking at Sowore now. You say he's a threat. He's not a threat.
I
He
understand.
is part and parcel of developing Nigeria.
That's the same thing they said when they had him locked up.
Yeah,
Same thing they
and his
said.
own was even a lot of so violent. His own was so violent. It's just that show show what I don't know where he got this. He's a very strong man. He's a very strong. So a viable opposition is part of democracy. I heard
Mm,
you, initially talking about the defection of the governor of Enugu State,
mm.
Peter Mba. Why are they doing that? Is it that we don't have convictions or what? Like, why are they doing that? So, is everybody going to turn to APC? PDP has been so wrestled and wrestled, it's almost dead. Why? Let APC be. Let PDP be. That's the beauty of democracy. It's just like what Omoyo Eleshowore is doing now, holding the government to account, holding everybody, not being afraid. This is the beauty of democracy.
No.
Checks
No,
and
some people
balances
don't want it
is
at
part of
all.
government.
Some people don't want it at all. Just don't disturb the
No, we
government.
all cannot become conformists.
Let everything just be the way it is. Let,
Uh-uh.
let the suffer, the people that are suffering, let them suffer without complaining. Just keep
No,
quiet,
it
suffer
shouldn't
till
be
you
like
die.
that. It
That's
shouldn't
what
be
they want
like
us to
that.
do. No, it's
No.
not good.
Now,
It's not good.
Labour Party started coming up again, and then all of a sudden, all over the place, the debate is also dying now.
Ah.
ADC is coming. They say no, it's ADC that crashed. This one too will crash. Like,
The, what the good thing in all this, Chidi, we AAC and Take It Back. I'm proud of what we've been able to do through Omoyele Shore. We are the grandfathers of modern day activism in Nigeria. Everybody that you see right now, the Gen Zs, the NSAS generation, they are students of Take It Back movement. So that we have not moved. We have stayed where we are. Everybody will go around and still come and meet us until the day we decide to do that revolution that we are not afraid of talking about. The way they
I will
keep
give it to
Nigeria is over. You can't manage Nigeria again. You
I
can't
will
manage.
give it to AAC. You
Mm,
know why I'll give it to AAC?
mm.
This is a look. A political party should have ideology.
And stand
So
on it,
and stand on it,
no
whether
matter what
come
happens.
rain, come shine,
Whether it's
stand
favoring
on
you
it.
or not favoring you.
Look at
Because
Omoyele Sowore.
uh,
Even if he loses any election, he is
he's
still Omoyele
still,
Sowore.
he doesn't care.
The aims and objectives of the party, he still opposes it. The same
And he
thing with
doesn't
Dr.
rest.
Chidi.
So remember,
Dr.
he's the
Chidi,
only
you
one
know,
that's active for the 4 years before the next election. After the election, I think, will go to Dubai.
to Dubai,
Everybody else is
to Dubai,
traveling around. It's
These
showing that
are
we'll still be fighting, arresting, going to court, going to rescue people. So that's the mark of somebody who has been consistent. And this is what he has done since his school years when they say, yeah, what, SUG president. But you see, the best you can be is yourself. You now, Chidi, if they write a movie about Chidi Uchichukwu, you win an Oscar. Because you don't have to learn how to act now. They will say they can't tell you to talk like Chidi Uchichukwu. You just start talking. If they give you the line to read, you just read it. Do you understand? But if somebody else has to act like you, that person cannot consistently talk, even though when they enter in character, for actors, you go into character and you immerse yourself in that character so that you can be like that character. But at some point when you stop reading the script, when you're on break, you switch back to your normal voice. So with AAC, we are just being ourselves. We take it back movement, we're being ourselves. Revolution now, we're being ourselves. Shady, you have to do what you have to do to be at that protest on 20th. Do you have time on 20 from now to 20th
I will
now?
be there. I will
Of
be there.
course, and bring people. Let's do, say, now we will do the gara so that people will know what to do. So I thank you for even when it was only one person or two people. That's why I keep telling people it's not about commitment, is not about how many people, it's being consistent. We have protested for Nigerians, for injustice, for bad government. When it was two people, we were there, 10 people were there, 200 people, and SARS, thousands of people were there. This one, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will go there and be able to protest at City Hall, Parliament, Parliament Building, Queen's Park, and also in Ottawa. So thank you so much, Chidi. Always a pleasure. Keep doing what you're
Let me
doing.
add one thing to what you said about the
Go ahead.
protest coming up.
Go ahead.
Please, I would like the government of Nigeria, including the president, to understand the protest is not to embarrass him or embarrass anybody. The protest is not to embarrass you, Mr. President, President Tinubu. Rather, it's just for you to hear the voices of your citizens. So, as the father of the nation, for you to hear our voice, to extend mercy to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not all of us are IPOBs. I'm not IPOB, but let's continue to uphold the tenets of democracy in our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chidi. Thank you very much for coming. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Yeah. Okay. So that's Chidi Uchechukwu, one of our guys here, member of the Take It Back movement, member of the Revolution Now movement, and also a supporter. He used to be a supporter of AAC and then supported Labour at some time. And, he's a free spirited person, and we believe in people holding their opinions, whenever, however they feel like. Okay, so he's been a friend, a trusted person, and I mean, that's the kind of people I like to roll with. Years of consistency, years of doing the right thing. Let me repeat again that there will be protests in Queen's Park in Toronto. So if you're LA, please come and join us by 9 a.m. at Queen's Park. From there, we're going to do a short trek to the City Hall, Toronto City Hall. That's going to be the route for the protest on the 20th of October. Did I say tomorrow? No, 20th of October. Also, there'll be a protest in Ottawa, the seat of power, where we'll go and hand a letter to the Prime Minister of Canada and complain to him that we're not happy. That protest will kick off at the embassy of at the Nigerian embassy, in Ottawa. We're going to start from there, and then we're going to hand over a letter to the Nigerian ambassador, a letter that was written for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, so that they can deliver it to him. Okay. From there, we'll now go to the American embassy, we'll go to the British embassy, and then we will end up at Parliament Hill in Ottawa, and we'll end that protest. We're going to end this broadcast right now. Thank you so much for joining. Like I said, I'm no longer very often on YouTube and other social media platforms because you have to strike a balance in what you're doing, and a lot of other things are taking my attention. But we have not pulled back one bit from our activism. We have not pulled back from fighting injustice. We have not pulled back from defending our people, our ways of life, our traditions, our customs. Just being myself. I'm doing it, but maybe not as intense as before in some areas, but creating the right atmosphere, the right balance for healthy living. And I want to thank you for joining me on this live stream. I know you could have been doing something else, but you gave me your time. And on behalf of Dr. Erica and everybody who helps us with bringing this show live, my name is Dr. Chidi. I want to thank you, and God bless. Bye bye.